Hi everyone, this is Laura from Pet Scribbles, and I'm here today representing Darice Crafts, which I'm very excited about. This year I'll be giving you several craft tutorials you can do with Darice products. You'll find that Darice products are really high quality and really inexpensive, which makes for a great combination. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a steampunk-inspired magnet board. And I say it's steampunk inspired because I'm not going to pretend that I'm some kind of steampunk artist or anything like that. I'm just choosing some things that are steampunk elements, and we're going to make a nice rusty magnet board, and it's super easy to do. So let me show you how easy it is. You're going to start with a rusty tin sheet. Comes like this, which you can get all these, by the way, on consumercrafts.com. Darice does sell their products in a lot of different craft stores, and if you go to darice.com, you'll find they list where you can buy their products. But you can also buy them on consumercrafts.com, and I find that the easiest way to get them. Fast shipping, it's great. So, rusted tin sheets, already spending too long on this. They're 9 by 12, and you get 2 of them, which is nice. And they look just like this. You can kind of see, nothing fancy. That's it, rusty tin sheet. So the first thing I decided was, did I want to have a magnet board this way or this way? And I chose horizontal. And then I had holes. I just drilled 2 holes on each side so that I could hang the board like this. Now I'm fast forwarding a little bit so I can show you this. You can kind of see where the hole is up here. And then I just stuck some twine through it, tied some knots on the back. Let's try to get that in focus for you. There you go. Now you get it. You get a good sense of it. And then all I'm going to do is, now that I decided what size and length I needed, I'm just going to cut off the excess, which you can't see me doing, but trust me that I'm doing it. And so now you have an easy magnet board. That's what the back looks like. There's really no difference front or back. So now you have your magnet board done. That's it. Except for one quick thing. On the back of it, because it is kind of a rusty tin board, you don't want it to nick your walls. Easiest way to do that is adhesive-backed felt pads. I got a pack of 20 of these. These are 3/4 inch diameter, and because they're adhesive-backed, it's as easy as peeling them off and sticking them on. So I'm going to put 4 of them on. I'm just going to put 2 on each side. You can see me doing this. Try to be as even as I can. And this way, when you're hanging it up, it's just thick enough. You can kind of see. The pads aren't very thick, but they're thick enough that that's what will be against the wall when you hang it up. I'm getting blurry again, so there we go. Now we're focused. So now you are done with the magnet board. All done. Now it's time to make magnets. And a fun way to make magnets is to start with magnets. Okay, so these are Darice magnets. They make some really fun adhesive-backed magnets in different sizes. These are 3/4 inch magnets. You get 18 of them in a pack. There's some missing because I've already been playing with them, but this is what they look like. And then what I did to have the decorative magnets, I decided to use jewelry findings. There's some really neat steampunk jewelry findings on consumercrafts.com. I'll show you a couple of them. This fun one, you got there's some Victorian ships. Let's see what those look like. Let's see, maybe just one will focus a little better for you. They've got some fun gears. This actually is like a clock with some gears attached to it, and then a lot of smaller gears too. And some of these smaller size jewelry findings. You can get several of them in one package, which is really nice. So for something like this, that's a larger size jewelry finding. Now, mind you, these are usually, if you're going into stores, in the jewelry aisle. And if you don't make jewelry, you probably don't really go in that aisle. I know I don't, and I've started to, because there are some really beautiful pieces there that you can use for other reasons than jewelry, which is very nice. So we take this off. It looks like this. We take one of the magnets. There's the magnet side. That's the adhesive backing side. It's a little piece of plastic that, see, just peels right off. That's the sticky part. Back. This is easy, right? And then I'm pressing it on. Put it right on the back there. Not perfectly centered, did I? That's okay. Nobody sees it, right? Right, as long as it sticks. And now I've got a magnet. It's ready for my magnet board. Easy. Now, in some cases, you're going to find that you want to put magnets on stuff that has little openings. For example, I'll show you a good one. Here's a good example. This little gear had this opening right here in the center. And obviously, you don't want to have, I'll use another one as an example. Here's a gear. If I'm going to put this magnet on here, well, boy, that looks attractive. Not. So what you want to do is think about coloring the adhesive. And you can do this pretty easily. And here's what I did. Is because I'm using a rusty magnet board, I figured using sort of a brown to mimic the rust color would work. So I did that on this one. I did this on this silver one as well. See how that looks? And so I'll show you how to do that. So in this instance, if you were just having to do that, for example, then you could do something as easy as take this, peel it off. Take your permanent, I took a brown permanent marker, and if I was just worried about the center hole, I would just color a little bit like that. And that's all you would need, because it would go over the gear and you'd be all set. Now, here's a gear that's a little coppery and it's pretty big. So what I'm going to do very quickly is I'm just going to color this entire magnet adhesive on the adhesive side. So make sure you can see what I'm doing here. You don't have to be neat about this. I mean, you don't want to be drawing on your fingers, obviously. I just did. But see, now I'm going to do it. Now that I said you don't have to be neat, I am drawing on my fingers. There we go. All right. So the reason you don't have to be neat in this case is because A, it's going to be a color that's just sort of poking through the gear. B, I find that the sort of messier you are with how the color goes on the adhesive, it almost mimics the look of rust. So that's what it looks like now. Of course, I think it's not really focusing on that. There we go. Ah, all right. Now, once you do that, you don't have to wait for it to dry or anything. You just take the finding, and just like you did before, you're just going to attach them. Now, I'm going to actually do this a little bit more carefully because I want to make sure that just put this down. I'm actually going to put the magnet down so that I can make sure I center it correctly so it looks good. There we go. Isn't that nice? I think that looks really good. So that is how easy that is to do. Now, you could do this in many different ways. Say, for example, you have these silver gears and you don't want to use the rusty color. You could use a silver metallic marker. You could get even fancier and You know, if you wanted to paint a few different colors on it with different markers, use decorative paper. I'm going for ease here. So once you have that done, and you've made a few of these, then it's time to put them on and get organized. I'll do these next. So there it is. A rusty tin magnet board with some steampunk magnets, all made very easily. Looks really fun. A little bit of twine. Now, I mentioned to you at the beginning that these products, I think, they are high quality. I think that, but they are. But they're also inexpensive, and I wrote down pricing just to let you know. For example, the set of the 2 rusted sheets that are 9 by 12 were $3.97 for 2 sheets. The brown felt pads, of which you get 20 of them, and they come in different sizes, by the way. But this size, and to get 20 of them, was only 97 cents, and you can use these for so many different projects. You can use these on the bottom of, you know, decorative bowls or vases if you don't want your table to get marked up. I mean, we all use these, right? The jewelry findings varied in price from $3.27 to $4.27. Woo! Some of the smaller ones, for example, all these gears come in one pack, like I think I mentioned before. So, for example, all of these, you know, $3 or $4, that's a great deal. The magnets, which also you can find them on consumercrafts.com, you'll see they have very many different sizes, which is nice. But here you get 18 of them. They're 3/4 inch, as I mentioned before, and they were $2.27 total. And then the only other supplies I needed some twine, which I cut to length to hang the magnet board, a permanent marker, scissors to cut the twine, and that's it. That's how easy it is. So I hope you like this idea. I hope you think about helping yourself get organized and make one of these. And again, remember, you don't have to make them steampunk inspired if you don't want to. You can choose, there are jewelry findings that are flowers, that are giant beads, that are more bohemian looking, there's Baroque looking, there's Victorian types of cameos. There's so many things you can choose from. And like I said, hit the jewelry aisle in the craft store or on consumercrafts.com, and you'll be amazed at what all you can find. So for not much money, you have a nice way to keep organized. So I'm going to, on my own website, have a list of all these supplies and where I'll actually link on my website to where you can find them on Consumer Crafts so you can see them for yourself. And I'll have a couple more pictures and stuff I'll put on my website as well so you can see. And in the meantime, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, I'm Laura from Pet Scribbles. You can find my website at petscribbles.com. If you like this project, please give me a thumbs up. And I hope you'll stop back soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.